Welcome, everyone, to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down for this offense. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Calls his own number. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Getting set for 1st down. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Getting some heat. On the move, he fires. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Touchdown, Rutgers. What a catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll start this drive firing. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
2nd down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Time to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score tied at 7.
A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
The Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll put the tight end in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. This quarterback part of their running game. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Grabs it in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utah State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan Hare. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse. And they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The inside handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Touchdown, Utah State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after he got popped out.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Aggies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead.
That goddamn Denzel special, boy.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball on his way. They always come up.
That goddamn Denzel special, boy. You throw that bitch up and double cover this Denzel, he gonna get that motherfucker.
Time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He's got great speed. Oh, what vision.
God damn, who the fuck is that? We ain't kicking that bitch no more. That motherfucker rolling, nigga.
He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After that last completion, it's second down. A designed run for the quarterback. Tackled after picking up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over New Mexico State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. The back goes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Okay. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Here we go. Quarterback keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
On 1st down from their own 22. He's going to pass. Buys a little time. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that
Boy,
one.
I tell you the truth. This nigga break a fucking sack. I tell you the fucking truth.
Where he wanted to go with the football, had time.
Boy, I tell you the fucking truth.
Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is.
This bitch just sitting in the damn zone.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
Oh, shit, bro.
Going the other way, and he's got room. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime.
That pick fucked me up. I would have at least got 3.
With the halftime update.
I gotta put the ball on the ground. I ain't put the ball on the ground all game.
Number
Oh, this shit came out there. 4 peaks.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you
hey, bro.
Positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be
no more tree play.
Listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot.
What
either,
the fuck? Actual fuck, bro.
Give him another try.
Oh my god. This nigga wide open, bro. Like wide open. That's the most wide open he been all season.
Send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line.
Hey, nigga wide open. He missed the nigga, bro. Like, come on, man. That's a game-changing play.
Rutgers offense heads back onto the field.
No fucking way, bro.
Promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
Oh my god, bro. This is spin move. Like, come on, bro. Really, like.
Yeah,
this nigga was wide ass open. This nigga missed this nigga, bro. I knew he was gonna miss. When I hit square on my receiver, I like, damn, he missed.
I'm gonna be paying attention to that because that's a big game.
Wide open though, bro.
Next time they run.
Complete to the left.
Wide open ass receiver, bro. Oh my fucking god, man.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also
I know he's going to come too. Yeah, I know he's going to
throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
I knew he was going to
looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked. And the
two wide open, man.
Stopped. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
That nigga wide.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmaking.
Hey, stretch out a fucking lead.
Finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Type shitty. You got the most unguardable receiver in the fucking world.
Play at 2nd and 6. They want to run this quarterback. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Aggies in the hurry up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. At the 45 on its way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find some parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down.
Let's go, Denzel. Fucking go, nigga. Go kick that. Go do your thing, Denzel. Fuck they thought it was, nigga. You need 5 men on that motherfucker. That nigga the most unguardable receiver in the fucking country. Fuck they thought it was, Denzel.
That big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line.
Why y'all nigga Denzel in this bitch, nigga? Why y'all nigga Denzel in that bitch, nigga?
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone.
My young nigga Denzel.
Him 6. Touchdown, Aggie.
You better guard him.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40.
My young nigga Denzel was ready.
1st down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Coming after it. And he
good sack, nigga.
Receiver, and down he goes.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the route.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pocket starts to collapse. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air. And
he should threw that bitch a little bit farther out. A little bit farther out, that was a touchdown.
After the misfire, now on second down. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Now improvising. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now second and 10 from the 40. That's caught. It's Briggs.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
This Utah State offense has it going. On the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Dialing up a second down pass play.
Oh.
Utah State up tempo. Wants to throw on third down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's
Oh my God.
a missed opportunity for the offense.
Love the coverage on defense.
That was me. I got greedy right there. I should never got that fucking greedy right there.
Position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Greedy
The
right there.
offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Fourth quarter. One more quarter. Let's play strong. Let's hold off. That motherfucker gonna guard Denzel. Denzel too much of a threat. They ain't seen shit like him before. Yeah, I ain't seen shit like him from the stadium. I ain't seen shit like
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense. Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's a good game.
Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're
this shit over announced.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden.
Oh, this nigga get hurt every game, bro. Every game. The best D lineman I got, his ass hurt every fucking game. Every fucking game.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
I give niggas a good break, bro. Oh, this silly.
Utah State has it back.
Playing his ass through injury. Fuck.
And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense, too.
That's all he's going for. First down.
Playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
First
And
down.
that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will?
He's trying to hurt my fucking quarterback.
Utah State up tempo.
Yeah.
Pass to 45.
Yeah.
And he was
Send him,
loose and
bring
in
him.
the open field and on his
Bring
way.
him.
A tremendous
Please
pickup
do.
on that one.
And listen,
Be
if
my
it ain't
guest.
broke,
Bring the
fix it.
blitz.
I
Bring
mean,
it.
I
Blitz,
love
Bama.
teams
Blitz.
that commit to the
Blitz,
run,
Bama.
and when
Blitz.
it's successful,
Blitz.
keep running the
Blitz.
rock.
Yeah, David, I think this
Blitz.
offensive line right now,
Shit.
they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this
I
game.
need
They're
about
just
10
getting
yards and I'm in field
tremendous
goal range. You know,
push.
I ain't gonna
At the
give
point
myself
of
about
attack,
field goal.
it seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Briggs. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd.
He missed the field goal.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's
I was gonna miss the field
incomplete,
goal.
and they desperately needed to keep
I was gonna
that
miss.
drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That is just a play
The field goal
you've got
too
to be
far.
able to
Fuck it.
come up with. They don't get bigger
I
than
live with.
4th down.
Damn, Zell wide open though,
Whether it's a
bro.
perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense
Come on.
to keep that drive
Run that
alive.
bitch.
He's not able to
Come on.
up with.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. They
That's
make
been
the stop, but the
vicious.
sweep throwing catches, plenty to give him a first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Oh, no. That won't help you, man. Oh, dude. This nigga wide open.
QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender.
This young nigga wide open.
They have had this quarterback's number.
That was a
all game long.
touchdown
That's
for
why they're winning
2.
this game.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Buys a little extra time. Fires into the end zone.
Oh, my God. Hey!
Defense to stop the scoring.
Come on, man.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
This bitch ass nigga, bro. That bitch ass nigga just stood there, picked that bitch. They made me drop a pick, bro.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. The big fullback's got it. Touchdown.
He gotta go for 2.
He gotta go for 2.
Yeah,
this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead.
That pick fucked me up. They made me drop a fucking pick.
I'm looking at you, defense.
Oh, he ain't going for 2?
Late in the game, I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick.
If I catch it, I'm ready. Yeah, if I catch it, I'm ready.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
This nigga got a chain.
He's got an alley.
This nigga got a chain.
Oh! Take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah State.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Damn, Hendrick took that bitch to the crib.
Is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's strong. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He showed it all there, a little looseness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Briggs. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Utah State.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been